Welcome to the Ingrain Social Media Show. I am your host, Mandy Davis. What is new in social media this week? Well, it's not really social media related, but Amazon just launched a new cashier-free store. It's called Amazon Go, and their first beta store was launched in Seattle. An interesting concept where you basically grab whatever you want and you leave the store and then it's charged to your Amazon account. It looks like from the videos that I've seen that they have a special shopping bag you use. You scan your app when you come in the store so it connects to your account. And then when you put items in your bag, it adds it to your cart, and then when you take it out, it takes it out of your cart. So it's a really cool new shopping experience that's going to eliminate crowds and people and cashiers and lines, and just hopefully the idea here is to make the shopping experience more enjoyable, faster, easier. So we're gonna see how this goes. It's a really exciting new thing from Amazon called Amazon Go. The 1,800 square foot store has mostly convenience items like milk and bread and pre-made food. They also have kind of Blue Apron style meal boxes that you can buy and put together. And so maybe they'll expand on that as they go. The big play for Amazon here is that not only are they going to be able to track your online shopping, now they're going to be able to see what your behaviors are like in a store, what you buy, and how you shop in person. So this could potentially be a huge game changer and lead us to like a really futuristic way of shopping that we've never seen before. So it'll be exciting to see what comes out from Amazon with Amazon Go. Our main topic today, I want to talk about how to run a Facebook contest, staying within the rules and guidelines of Facebook, as well as going over what the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission guidelines are and how they affect you as a marketer. This is so very important if you're going to be running contests, especially contests on Facebook. But please note that most of these rules and guidelines are going to affect you anywhere in social media and anywhere that you're running a contest, even if it's on your blog or your website. So we're going to zero in on Facebook today because Facebook has put out explicit rules that they want you to follow if you are running a Facebook contest. One of the things that I see people doing most often that is not okay and not within the guidelines is asking people to share or to tag people. And so I'm going to go through why that's not okay and what Facebook says about that. And maybe you're guilty of making some of these mistakes too and you don't know it, or you know it but you're trying to play the game here and get more people to your Facebook page and like your page. And this is where authenticity really comes in. And I'm going to talk a lot today about authenticity and transparency because it is so important in social media, but most important when we're doing things that could potentially influence consumer behavior or appears like it's only for our own gain. And a lot of times contests, we know as marketers, although it's us giving something away, we're generally doing it to grow our audience or to grow our page, and it's not such a selfless act. So we want to make sure that at the very least we're following the guidelines that are set out for us and we're being transparent to our audience because that is the least that we can do for them. We want to make sure that everything is done on the up and up, and I'm going to give you some tips and tools to do that. So Facebook has 4 basic guidelines for running a contest on their platform. They have, I will link to this on the blog, ingrainsocialmedia.com, where you can download the guidelines so that you have a copy available because they do have that. They were last updated in April of 2016, so not quite a year ago. These are pretty up to date and recent. So number 1, Facebook says if you're going to use Facebook as a platform to run contest promotions or sweepstakes, that you have to follow the applicable laws and regulations for those sweepstakes and that they are not liable for any of that. Basically what they're saying in that is that you need to know what the regulations and laws are regarding your contest or sweepstakes. Occasionally, some contests can fall under lottery guidelines, and this happens a lot if you're doing like a raffle style giveaway or sweepstakes. And so knowing those rules and those laws and how they apply to you is important. And Facebook says it's your responsibility to make sure you are within the guidelines and that is not up to them. Number 2, Facebook promotions must include the following: a complete release of Facebook by each contest, and a paragraph or a sentence saying that Facebook in no way sponsors, administers, acknowledges, or endorses your contest. So you will often see this at the end of a contest. It'll be just a little blurb that says, this contest is in no way administered, endorsed, or sponsored by Facebook. And it's just your way of saying, we are releasing Facebook from anything that happens to this contest. Although we are using Facebook as a platform for this contest, it is not a Facebook contest. And so that's important, and they feel like it's very important that you say that, releases them of any liability or any association to your contest. You can get the exact wording by downloading their form, which is going to be available on the blog, and we'll have the link down below in the About section. Number 3 is probably the most important point and the one that people are messing up on the most. Facebook says that promotions, sweepstakes, contests can be done both on Facebook pages and in Facebook apps, but that you may not ask people to share a contest to their personal timeline or a friend's timeline. You may not ask them to tag a friend either. A lot of times we will see tag a friend for an additional entry or share for an additional entry. And there's a few things to be said about this. One, there is no way to actually track that for a few reasons. One, you can't track it because a lot of times the privacy settings are set in a way where we can't even see if somebody actually shared something. 2, the apps that I've used to draw contest winners don't even allow that as an option. So it gets a little sneaky when people do this, and it's something that bothers me a lot because big brands do it, little brands do it, and everybody in between does it. And I will give them a benefit of the doubt and just say, maybe they don't know. Although a lot of them do, and they do it anyway. So don't be that person. It really comes back to the authenticity of social media and understanding that you have rules that you have to work by, and this is one of them. Although having people share a contest will get your reach farther, and having them tag a friend obviously gets their reach farther, it's not ethical and it's not the right way to do it. So don't do that. Make sure that you're following the rules and not asking people to share or tag. Facebook views this as an interruption of people's timelines. And they've done a lot of research and put a lot of money into discovering that people don't like that. They don't like this spammy appearing contest stuff shared to their timelines. And so they're asking you not to do that. The 4th thing that Facebook says about this is they will not assist you in administering your contest, nor will they be liable or associated with your contest in any way. So if you're having an issue with running a contest on Facebook, don't contact Facebook because they just don't care. That's not your contest, is not their concern, and they want nothing to do with it. So make sure that you're following their rules, leaving them out of it, and releasing them of any liability with your contest, and you'll be pretty good there. To go even further on the Facebook contest, we have to take into account the FTC regulations. The FTC is a federal trade commission, and they monitor the truth in advertising, and they also deal with all of the complaints from people who have either been a victim of false advertising, have maybe been scammed by advertisements, or have even been approached, like phone call scammers or people online. And the FTC has taken more of an interest in the last few years in digital marketing and blogging, social media, and they have a 24-page report, which we will link to on ingrainsocialmedia.com in the blog for this episode, that outlines the guidelines and regulations from the FTC on what you're able to do when you're doing endorsements, contests, giveaways, or blog posts. They go very deep into what you're able to do with reviews or testimonials. But when it comes to contests, basically the wording from the FTC is always be transparent and always disclose. One of the things that they talk about in their guidelines is you're required to tell people if you're having a sweepstakes or a contest, and you can do it even in a hashtag, like hashtag sweepstakes, hashtag contest. You are not allowed to shorten it to like sweeps or my brand rocks or anything that could be ambiguous. They want you to be very clear and very transparent that you're having a contest and that there's something being given away. If a company is sponsoring the contest, so maybe they gave you an item for free to give away, you are also required to disclose that. They also go so far as to say that character limitations are not an excuse for not disclosing. So let's say you're doing a contest on like Twitter and you only have 140 characters to work with. You will have to shorten something else to get that in there. So maybe you're going to do hashtag sweepstakes. You can't shorten it to hashtag sweeps. That's just not okay with them. So you want to stick within their regulations and their guidelines. And basically what they say is if you're in doubt, disclose what you're doing and always try to be on the up and up at all times. Really what it comes down to is being honest and transparent and really doing the right thing by your followers and making sure that they are getting the benefit of the doubt at all times and that you're doing what's in their best interest and not trying to pull one over on them. So whether you knew before or you didn't know, now hopefully you'll understand why it's so important to follow the rules when you're doing a Facebook contest. Another thing that I need to bring up that has come up very recently with another brand my husband was following is you are not allowed to require a purchase for somebody to enter a contest. And what people are doing and what brands are doing is they're kind of trying to get around this by one, making it incredibly difficult for people to enter without making a purchase, and two, giving preferential treatment for people who have purchased. So maybe an example of what this brand did was for every $5 you spend, you get an entry. And these are really walking the line of the FTC regulations, and they're really not acceptable. You have to make it as easy for somebody to enter who is not making a purchase as somebody who is, and you can't give preferential treatment to people who are making a purchase. So you want to just make it as fair as you can all the way across. Avoid any appearance of impropriety or any appearance that you're trying to make your business out ahead and win. So just be a fair and genuine marketer is really what that comes down to. And your audience is really going to respect you for that. And they're going to really just want to be there for you and support you as you go forward. Our final segment of the show today is Kick It Up a Notch, where I share one helpful tool or tidbit. And today's Kick It Up a Notch tool is Google Drive. It's a free tool. If you have a Google account, you probably actually already have a Google Drive account and you don't know it. It is a file sharing app that allows you to share photos, videos, and information. I believe you get 25 gigs of free space to upload things to the cloud. I use it for sharing all kinds of files. So when I have a free download for you guys, it goes to my Google Drive and then the link is used on my blog so you can download it. And you can do that with videos too if you want to host them there and then put them on your blog or your website. So today's free resource for you on the blog is our social media contest checklist. That is going to be available at ingrainsocialmedia.com/contest checklist. The link will also be available down below. I have a new episode of the Ingrain Social Media Show every Thursday. If you are a subscriber, you are notified when we have new episodes that go up, all of which are aimed at helping you connect with your audience online. So I hope you'll subscribe. Leave a comment below if you have something you want to add to this conversation or you have a topic you want me to touch on another week. I look forward to seeing you guys again next Thursday. Have such a great week. We'll see you later.